intact eardrum. That's all the debris that I removed from the patient's ear. You can see it's quite a significant amount of earwax. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was prior, but although it softened the surface of this wax, as soon as you remove that, you can see it's quite firm and solid. The original view that you saw was taken with the WAXscope endoscope, and you may have realised, you may have spotted that the ear canal, as you enter, the first bend was quite narrow, and then the ear canal protruded outwards, which can make removing the earwax a bit more challenging, because the plug of wax is actually larger than the entrance and the more lateral aspect of the ear canal. So I've just commenced with microsuction using a standard Zollner suction probe here, and I'm just trying to detach the wax plug from the canal walls, but it's really strongly adhered, and you can probably see there some hair, so the earwax is also matted. So once again, I'm just going to dilate the ear canal open, and I'm just orientating it to face the roof of the ear canal. And I'm now using a St. Bart's ear hook, gliding it through the speculum, through the roof of the ear canal, and then once I've entered the ear canal, I've rotated the hook clockwise by 90 degrees, and trying to get into the core of the wax and bring it forward. Now, unfortunately, the ear hook just sliced through the wax, so it didn't remove it, but nonetheless it helped dissect it and break it up into little pieces. So I've just gone back in with the Zollner suction probe, just trying to suction hoover all those little fragmented pieces that I managed to create using the WAXscope. And you can see this wax plug is just to the left, at 9 o'clock. You may see the second bend of the ear canal, and then the wax plug is beyond that, so it just shows that the patient's ear canal protrudes outwards. It balloons outwards. As you enter, it's narrow, but once you're in, about a centimetre in, it expands and widens. And because the earwax is located more medially, it's filled up that bigger space, that bigger cavity. Now, I'm using our 4.25mm specular here. We have got 3 other different sizes. We've got a smaller size, a 3.5mm. Can't really go any smaller than that for the purposes of earwax removal, because then you won't have any maneuverability with the instrument itself. We've got a large size for this, which is a 5mm internal diameter, and then we've got the largest one, which is our 5.75mm for the extremely large ear canals. So once again, I've just angled the WAXscope to face the roof of the ear canal. I've used the ear hook again, just glided it into the core. And just like the first instance, although the hook it's not bringing the wax plug out as I was hoping, but it's still dissecting it to smaller pieces. So just going to be very careful that we don't, as we're retracting the hook, we're not embedding the hook into the surface of the canal wall and grazing it. It's going to be very traumatic for the patient, and causing urinary trauma and bleeding. So I'm just going to get more to the base of the ear canal, and then posteriorly to the back canal wall. It's quite a solid piece. And in a moment, I'm going to install some olive oil spray. So you can probably see on the screen, the olive oil spray that I use, it's called Clear Ear Olive Oil Spray, and it's medicinal grade olive oil. And with medicinal grade olive oil, the way it's extracted without the use of any chemicals, which is not always the case with home use olive oil. Hence why medicinal grade is far safer to use in the ear. There's no chemicals, it's 100% pure olive oil, and it comes with a spray nozzle applicator for easy use. And we're selling the Clear olive oil spray both to anyone watching this video, so to members of the public. So to purchase, please visit www.clearwax.co.uk, and you can visit our shop and purchase the spray. We've also got some other products available there. We also sell it to trade customers, so if you are an audiologist or pharmacist or GP or any ear care professional that uses the spray like I do during my procedures, or recommends that patients to use it prior to attending, which a lot of specialists I know do, You can actually buy them at trade price in bulk. Minimum order quantity is 6 units, so you do get a bit of a discount compared to the public shop because of that. To purchase, please visit again our website www.clearwax.co.uk. Select sign in, and once you select sign in, you can register as a professional, and then you have access to our trade shop. So Clear are UK based. Just to note, we only ship to the UK, so please do be aware of that. And so Clear are actually not located too far from me. The headquarters are about 30 odd miles away, so they're based in the East Midlands. And they approached me about 6-9 months ago, and I'm now their appointed healthcare advisor, and we are in the process of developing some more innovative ear-care products, so do watch the space. And the function of the olive oil spray, so you'll see in a moment, the wax is still quite tough, and I'm just going to use some olive oil just to loosen, soften this wax. With certain consistencies of earwax, it can be quite mushy and glutinous, and it's very hard to suction. And it's very hard to use any of the instrument with that consistency of wax. So what the olive oil does, if you've been watching my videos, I like to make food analogies, and the olive oil I would compare to an egg, for example, in a potato cake or fish cake recipe. It helps to bind the wax together, and it's easy to suction. It also provides some lubrication to the ear canal walls, and it also lubricates the internal suction unit. So as we're suctioning wax, it just tries to stop it from getting blocked inside the suction probe. In terms of patients using it, so a lot of specialists, prior for you to have your earwax removed, they would advise you to use some olive oil spray or drops for up to 5 to even 7 days, just to soften the wax, just to facilitate the procedure, make it a bit more easier. With ourselves, you're more than welcome to attend without using any drops. We can use the drops ourselves during the procedure. So you can see I've just instilled a Clear olive oil ear spray into the ear, and it's just changed the consistency. It did make quite a lot of difference actually. At the base of the ear canal, we've got this really thickened layer of skin, keratin. You may be able to see that. So what I'm suctioning at the moment is earwax, and just below that, at about 7 o'clock, you'll see some more lighter shade of debris, and that's dead keratin. That was originally lining the ear canal, and then that skin has died, and it's just in the process of shedding and migrating, and it's oxidized because it's been there for a while. It's turning yellow, and eventually it will get darker, similar to the plug of wax. And this wax is really lodged still. It's quite a severe impaction. It's up against the eardrum. So again, I'm just going to the roof of the ear canal. I've just adjusted the focus. I'm going to insert the ear hook again, and I'm going to try and get into the core, into the middle of this. So I'm just going to turn it now, and once more just dissecting this wax into little pieces. But this time, as I was removing the hook, some large chunks of wax also came out. If you watch till the end, you'll see a still image of all the wax I extracted from this patient's ear. It's quite a significant ball. Another reason for people to use olive oil ear spray is that some people suffer from dry, irritable ears, and so the olive oil spray helps to moisturise, nourish the ear canal more. Our ears generally do secrete oils and sweats, and that helps to, as I said, lubricate and hydrate the skin that lines the ear canal. But sometimes some of us, our ears don't secrete those oils, or not enough in quantity, and so the olive oil can help to hydrate the ear canal. So if you suffer from dry, itchy ears, it may help. In addition, olive oil is hydrophobic, so it can be used as a water repellent. So if you do get water in your ears when you shower, when you bathe, and when you go swimming, for example, you may want to use some oil in advance just to help lubricate and repel any water that may enter. Water's bad for the ear, so water can lead to swimmer's ear and ear infection. You can see this wax book has been there for a while. It's really dark. I've just adjusted the focus again. Probably got a third of the wax out already, and this is the large lump. You can see I'm using those little wriggle movements with the sucker just to slowly extract that the ear. So you can see with the WAXscope, it really offers great magnification, clarity. The instrument's fully in view, it's not distorted, so which is very, very necessary when you're working in the ear. Obviously, the ear is a very delicate organ, on average about less than a centimetre in height and about 0.7 millimetres in width. You need to really be able to see clearly what you're doing in the ear, so that's one of the advantages of the WAXscope. And it incorporates a speculum to help dilate straighten the ear canal. So in comparison with the iClearScope, the endoscopes, with an endoscope, in terms of the optics and use, in reality there's nothing that can really compete against an endoscope because of the view it provides. It's a wide panoramic view, it seems like you're in the ear. I will come back to that in a moment. So we've got this remaining bit of wax and skin directly on the eardrum, so we're just going to adjust the focus and we're going to remove this. This wax plug is also attached and stuck in the inferior recess, so I'm going to go up. And you can see there's a little trench there at the base of the ear canal. Just pulled it out of that and put it away from the ear. So, yeah, an endoscope because of optics, you just can't compete, but it is a bit more skillful to use an endoscope because you're having to stretch and straighten the ear canal using the side of the endoscope. And so it requires a lot of coordination between the two hands, so bilateral integration. With the WAXscope, it comes with a specular, so that helps to straighten and widen the ear canal, so it's a bit more user friendly. You could compare, in essence, the view with the WAXscope. It's similar to an ENT operating microscope. With an ENT operating microscope, you've got stereoscopic binocular vision, so here you're still able to acquire depth perception but using monocular cues. The two main cues that are used to get depth perception using monocular vision is focus. So when you've got the image in focus, that really does help you to provide depth perception. A phenomenon called motion parallax. You can compare motion parallax to if you're in a car, for example, and you're looking out the window. In the distance, whereas in the distance, you're seeing that at a slower rate, but directly outside, the adjacent cars are going much faster. And the difference between the image, the speed of the rate of change of the image nearest to you and furthest away to you, helps your brain develop depth perception. Similar to the ear, when you're going into the ear, you put the instrument in, you're seeing it relative to other aspects of the ear, so that can give you depth perception. And also shadows, and when you know your landmarks. So here I'm using a lot of the focus really, so I'm getting this dead skin. The skin is directly attached to the eardrum. I'm just trying to loosen this little way. When I've got it in focus, I know I've got the correct depth, so it's really useful. Again, just adjusted the focus slightly. It will strike strongly against this wax plug was impacted right against the eardrum. I think I managed to peel it well on this occasion. There we go. So I'm going to stretch the ear canal. You can see the whole eardrum now. So this wax plug, it was directly attached to the eardrum. So you see there's a bit of vascularis of the blood vessels around the umbo region, but otherwise everything's fine. Just some dead skin at the base of the ear canal. So again, I'm just going to adjust the focus. So once I've got this in focus like I have now, it provides me with the depth perception because the eardrum now is no longer in focus, but this is closer to me than it is in focus. Just using the fine end. Going to lift this off the floor of the ear canal. Got to be careful because we are on the bony part of the ear canal. And if you are interested in purchasing the Clear Alidol spray and other products, I'm going to put the link to our website in the description. Just got some residual dead skin left. See how great the magnification is here. Now some of the skin wasn't ready to be removed, so I'm not going to overforce the issue. I'm quite content and happy with that. Just going to go back in here. This is the moment where I realise the skin cells are not going to come away. We don't want to try and peel it anymore because it's not going to improve the patient's symptoms. And in addition, it's not ready to be peeled out, so go back in, visualise the eardrum, get it focus. Just the anterior, there's a bit of vascularis there as well. It was really heavily impacted, no attic retraction. Intact eardrum. That's all the debris that I removed from the patient's ear. You can see it's quite a significant amount of earwax. I hope you enjoyed that video.